Good morning, my friends. Hello, bonjour. How are you? I'm taking you out today. It's a frosty morning, but it's sunny. It's been so wet lately. Yeah, a little frosty, but we'll take the sunshine. All right, my friend, buckle up. We're heading out. Where are we going? I don't know. I'll let you know when we get there. Put on your seatbelt. Let's go. We have arrived, my friend. We're outside Yan's Garden and we're here for some dim sum. It's open at 10. I'm a little early. We're here for dim sum. I've never been to Yan's Garden and there's a reason why I picked this restaurant. They do have the cart with some items, but we're gonna have to pick off the menu, my friend. Your Wugo. Yeah, thank you. Jean, thank you. My dad Chinese. Thank you, Doja. So we're definitely gonna order hagao and shumai. I guess that's one. Shumai. I think we'll order the steamed rice roll with prawns. Oh, this would be really good. Baked tapioca pudding with pastry topping. Ooh, I love the egg tarts. Steamed rice with spare ribs and chicken claws and castor. I think that's black bean. Order one of those. And have the steamed bean curd wrapped with minced pork. We have hagao shumai, the steamed bean curd, the steamed Shanghai dumplings, the steamed rice with spare ribs and chicken claw in casserole. And we're gonna have a steamed rice flour rolls with prawns. And we have this. On my New Year's Eve video, I mentioned that 2025 did not end well in terms of plans. Man plan, God laughs. I think it's a Yiddish saying. Basically, just God laughs at those who make plans. And how and why that resonated with me. Well, on December 2nd, I was at work. I turned on my phone and there was a message from one of my colleagues. My colleague's like, "Hey, are you at work?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm at work." I just thought that was kind of weird. Not even a minute later, I got a text from, I'll just call him brother. Brother, he said, "I have some bad news." Call me. I knew. Because the common denominator was my colleague, my friend and colleague, Kenny. So I knew something was up, like he's either in the hospital or something. So I called brother and I said, "Is it Kenny?" And he said, "Yes, he passed." Kenny had taken the retirement package the year before. He didn't want to take the package. He did because he had a bit of health issues. But we weren't expecting that. We knew he wasn't feeling good, but nothing like this. I just couldn't believe, Kenny's gone. And so for the retirement, like basically he had taken the retirement package just over a year, like 15 months before. For his birthday and retirement, I said, Kenny, I want to take you out for dim sum. He goes, dim sum, yum. I said to him, like, you tell me when you're free. Instead, I should have said, you know what, Kenny, you're going to clear your date on this day and we're going to meet for dim sum. And the reason why I picked Yan's Garden, I've never eaten there before, is because Kenny had eaten there before. And he lived near that place. I've known Kenny for over 30-something years. So I just want to make a toast to my dear friend and colleague, Kenny. Here's to you, Kenny. Wish you were here with me. Cheers, Kenny. I do like a little chili sauce with my dim sum. Want one of these? These are like the longest chopsticks ever. Bon appetit.
That's what, so that I can pay for my tuition and I can pay for the living fee.
That's really yummy, but it's a little bit cold. Kenny was supposed to be sitting there. We were supposed to be celebrating his birthday and his retirement.
Pink Pearl?
I'm gonna start with the soup dumplings. This is how I normally eat my soup dumplings. I'll take a bite. I think the soup dumplings don't have a lot of soup in it, so that's really disappointing. That's the soup from the soup dumpling. The first one tore. So I drank the soup first. I've tasted better soup dumplings. Then I'm going to put vinegar in. Vinegar. Then I'll just add the vinegar in. I've had better soup dumplings. But okay, let's get eating on the shumai. It's been a long time since I've had dim sum. It's okay. I wouldn't say I was blown away by it. Shrimp dumpling next. Bon appetit. Okay, let's have some prawn rice rolls. Doesn't look like there's a lot of prawns. Some rice rolls. The spare ribs for the rice. I will have to give Yan's Garden a red light for its dim sum. I'm here at Low Heed Mall looking for Anna's Cake House. That's what I'm looking for. Just get a fruit tart. One of those. A slice of fruit cake, but okay, that's okay. I went into Anna's Cake House. I wanted a piece of fruitcake for Kenny. They didn't have any. I can't believe they didn't have a slice of fruitcake. That's what they're famous for. He loved the fruitcake from Anna's. I just got the fruit tart instead. So I got the cappuccino tart and a fruit tart, but it shifted in my bag, so it's kind of a mess. Kenny had a birthday party to celebrate either his 50th or 60th birthday. He rented the party room in his condo and he invited a bunch of people and had tons of food. And he ordered a big cake from Anna's. He loved the fruitcake from Anna's. Now, growing up, fruitcake to us, back then, it was a fruit cocktail sponge cake. But it became elevated to include fresh fruit. I've known Kenny for over 30 years. And Kenny, like anytime you work with Kenny, he would always bring like an extra treat, an extra sandwich. He'd always have something. And anytime he had a get together, he would always make extra so that, you know, everyone would be able to take something home for a meal the next day. He was so generous. He would be like, you know, just made a donation to this charity. And it wasn't like he was bragging. It was just, you know, he knew he was blessed in his life. It's so unfair. Like, he worked his entire life and to not even enjoy his retirement. That expression, like, God laughs at those who make plans, or man plan, God laughs. Kenny was supposed to be in Australia. That was his second home. He's supposed to be there now. And he was looking so forward to going home. So this is the fruit tart that I picked up from Anna's. I wanted a slice of fruit cake for Kenny, and they didn't have it. So it's a fruit tart. So here's to my dear friend Kenny. Looks like a cookie crust and some kind of cream. Oh, the cake would have been much better. But here goes. Here's to you, Kenny. That cream looks broken. I would say I was not a fan of that Jan's Garden. Pineapple, cantaloupe, honeydew, and a strawberry. The cake would have been a lot better. Kenny and I would talk about anything and everything. From like Broadway. My first musical was a chorus line. Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. We talked about Broadway. We talked about like kitchen appliances. He had renovated his place, and he talked about his $10,000 Miele stove. You know, it never turned on. The first one never turned on. Like, it had all these bells and whistles. Like, I don't even think Kenny actually used that rotisserie thing that came with it. Issues with his fridges, like 3 fridges later. We loved our KitchenAid mixers. Like, he had the professional one that he got at Costco, the one where there's like a lever to lift up the bowl. And like, we talk about things like that. We talk about anything and everything. One year he said, I have something for you. And I don't know why he did. And he bought me a KitchenAid hand mixer. And I'm like, Kenny, I have one. And he's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, I can't return it. So I gave away my other KitchenAid hand mixer, and I kept the one that Kenny got me. It's beautiful. It's red. It has a little pouch for all the attachments. Yeah, I'll cherish that hand mixer. I hear his voice and I see him. But yeah, we would talk and talk and talk. And in fact, I think our record was like over 3 hours on the phone. And my sister tried calling through, and she's like, something's got to be wrong with your phone. Like, because how could it be busy for like 3 hours? Like I said, Kenny and I would talk about anything and everything. I'm just sad. I had such a stressful week at work. And it's like I couldn't even pick up the phone to call him. I also got a cappuccino tart. I think Kenny would have liked this one too. I did pick him up some Italian instant espresso once, so I know he likes coffee. Here's to you, Kenny. Cookie crust. You can smell the coffee. Some shaved chocolate on top. That's delish. It's almost like a mousse. It would almost be perfect if they reduced the sugar by a little. But it's delicious. Definitely recommend this. Wouldn't recommend that fruit tart. Fruit cake, yes. That fruit tart, no. This, definitely, it's a yes. Green light. Kenny would like this. So when I say 2025 did not end well, that's why. Now, one of his emails, he wrote, you know, my back's killing me. We'll get together soon. And then he wrote, you will always be my Dr. K. That's what he called me, his Dr. K. There is actually a Dr. K online, Healthy Gamer GG. Now, if I had that Dr. K as my therapist, I wouldn't be so messed up in my life. I was Kenny's Dr. K. Sorry, this video is just kind of all over the map. And that's why I took you out for dim sum. It was for Kenny. I would say don't ever order soup dumplings from dim sum. They're usually either they stick together and all the soup is gone, or it's just not very good. So my advice is just don't order soup dumplings at a dim sum place. I think you had to go to that famous soup dumpling place, Din Tai Fung or something. They actually have one in Vancouver. Maybe one day I'll go and try their soup dumplings. But yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend soup dumplings from a dim sum restaurant. I wouldn't recommend that place either. It was not very good. It wasn't very good dim sum. I just thought I would go there because I think that would have been the place that we would have picked, because Kenny's been there before and it's close to his place. But I wasn't a fan. Kenny's celebration of life is coming up. This seems so like final. See you in the next video.